Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be doing a testing makeup revolution video, and hang on, I've got to get another cushion because like I'm actually this tall and I'm like having to sit up like this. Ow. Makeshift cushion. Much better. So like I was saying, in this video I'm going to be doing a testing makeup revolution video. I just realised this section of my background is not like pretty. I've got like contact lens solution and like spot cream up here. Oh, and if you're interested, my choker slash necklace is like an attached kind of piece, is from Johnny Loves Rosie. I will link it in the description, and my jumper is from Primark. And yes, I know I have my Christmas background. I'm sorry if you are a Christmas hater, but I just couldn't wait any longer. Like, I'm so excited about Christmas. So yeah, if you guys want to hear what I thought about all of these products on my face, then keep watching. Let's move down. Oh, I'm so excited for this background. Oh, I haven't moisturised my face. Get ready to watch my skin go red right in front of your eyes. What the hell was that noise? I seriously cannot figure out what that is. There was just some like weird ass alien noise I don't even know. I'm going to start off with foundation. I didn't get a primer because I don't really use primer, to be honest, that much. Only if I'm going to like a special occasion and I want my face to be looking like extra flawless. But to be honest, I don't really find that primers make that much of a difference. I don't really know if that's just me and my skin. So I'm going to start with foundation, and I got the Ultra Face Base Foundation in FB03. I'm pretty sure this was like £3. It was really, really cheap, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. In this video, oh, that was the wrong way around. In this video, I'm going to be testing these oval brushes. You guys have asked me to test them, and as part of the Freedom competition, like year's supply of makeup, we actually got given all of these brushes. I gave some of them to my best friend Ellie, and then I kept some for myself so that I could review them for you guys. So I've got the oval face brush and the oval shape brush, so I'm going to be using both of these today. I just threw it in the bin and completely missed. That is my life. And it feels very, very soft. I then also have two sponges here which come in a set of two. Again, I got these as part of the Freedom competition, and these are also by Makeup Revolution. If you didn't know, Freedom and Makeup Revolution are like sister brands, so they are sold on the same website, owned by the same people, sell very, very similar products. And yeah, these sponges are amazing. I don't really use the black one, but the yellow one, which I'm pretty sure you can buy separately, this is amazing. It is such a good sponge. It's really strange. It sort of looks like it's like separated. It looks like it's got like oils in it that have kind of, yeah, separated. Isn't a great start, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I guess it's not about that, it's more about how it applies. Everyone's gonna say that I'm being so picky in this video, but I'm just gonna be honest about everything. So first impressions, I freaking love this brush. This is so good. It's really soft and it blended that out so nicely. I'm just going to add another layer and try using the Beauty sponge because I feel like that didn't give I feel like it didn't give very good coverage. So I'm using my sponge. Okay, so I feel like that did give me a bit more coverage. I do actually really like the finish of this foundation. It seems to have blended out really nicely. It's not like streaky or anything, and it hasn't picked up on any dry patches. However, I'm not sure how good it's going to be for my oily skin. Okay, so stupidly I forgot to get a concealer. I don't really know why, I just like missed it off my list. So what I'm going to use instead is the cream contour kit, which I guess pretty much is the same sort of thing as concealer. So I think I'm going to go for this shade here under my eyes. To do my cream contour, I'm using the smaller brush, which I said the name of earlier, but all of these products will be linked in the description box. Damn girl, look at that coverage. This is actually like considerably lighter than my skin tone, which I really like because normally that doesn't happen. Oh, that was a big bit down my nose. This picks up the product really, really nicely. Okay, and to blend this out, I'm using this sponge, which is supposedly supposed to be for contouring, so I feel like this sponge is a little bit too hard. Like, it's just quite painful on your face. I mean, to be fair, I did actually blend that stuff out quite nicely. It was just getting quite painful on my eyelids, so I feel like I want to use the softer sponge. I'm just going to go back in with some on my finger. Okay, let's blend this around my nose. Maybe I should have just done my normal kind of method of blending my concealer in with my fingers. Okay, so it looks a little bit cakey and it is kind of starting to crease a little bit. So I think you would need to set this quite fast. It's kind of accentuated my dry patches, but I'm still yet to try the actual kind of contouring shades. And I'm going in with this one here, which is like a super kind of cool toned contour shade, which looks really nice. Look how cool toned that is, that's amazing. I really should not be allowed to contour my nose, it always ends up looking broken. I'm going to try and blend this in using the foundation brush. Okay, so conclusion on that palette, I really do like the actual contour shades, but the kind of lighter shades are not my favourite unless you set them really quickly. Okay, so to set my face I have the Ultra Contour palette, and I think they might have changed the packaging for this now. I'm not really sure, they have quite a few, but again I will link it down below. And this is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I have done a video on this before, so I'm going to be using that. And also I'm going to be using the Ghost powder from their Halloween range, just a little bit under my eyes. It's creased so badly. I'm basically just like dipping it into both of these two palest colours, but it's not really working that well. Okay, so to powder contour again, I'm going to be using this palette here, and I'm just going to take a small Morphe brush and this colour, which is also a very kind of ashy colour, and I'm just going to... That definitely worked a lot nicer on this side than on this side. That just looks like a bit of a mess, my bad. Whoops, put too much on my forehead. Oh my god, this video is going so bad. Yeah, I definitely have something in my eye, but I'm going to try and move on. So the two blushes that I have this one, which is the Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher. I've used this once before, I think like ages ago in a video. To be honest, I don't really use this that often because I feel like it's a bit too like bright for me, and I'm not really a blush person anyway. But then I have this little set, which is an absolute gem. I use this pretty much every day in the summer. It's so like quick and easy to just like travel around with you and just to chuck on. It's got like a bronzer, a highlighter and a blush, and I love the bronzer and the highlighter. This one is kind of like a shimmery blush. It's very similar to the Too Faced ones, I think, and it just comes with three: a kind of hot pink, a sort of middle-ish pink, and then this shade on the end is like a highlight, and oh my god, it is insane. Can you see that? I don't really wear this that often, to be honest, so I think I might be selling this on Depop. But the the blush that I'm going to be using today is from this palette here, which is the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. This really reminds me of like NARS Orgasm. It's kind of that goldy, shimmery, pinky colour. So in terms of highlight, I feel like I could make an entire video about my Makeup Revolution and Freedom highlights because they have so many good ones. However, the one that I'm going to be using today is the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter in the shade Goddess of Love, I believe. And this is just a pinky toned highlight. I mentioned this in my previous Makeup Revolution haul, and I said that I might be selling it, but I completely changed my mind after seeing it on me in that video because I just fell in love with it. How pretty is that? So moving on to brows, I have the Makeup Revolution Arch and Shape Ultra Brow kind of pen slash pencil thing. It's got a pen on one side and then a brow pencil on the other side, which is quite thick. And then I also have the Ultra Aqua Brow Tint in the shade Taupe. It's a dupe for the Make Up For Ever Ultra Aqua Brow, I think it's called. But again, I've used this like once, and I think I'm going to be selling this one on Depop, so I'm not going to use it today. I got this ages ago, but to be honest, I haven't really used it. It's just been like sitting in my drawer. So that just gave them a kind of like light tint. I think it's because the brow pencil is quite like fat, and I'm used to using a really like skinny one. I feel like that's probably about the best I can do. I'm just going to go in with the contour palette again and just clean those up a little bit. Okay, so that is the eyebrows. I mean, I think they actually look okay, like overall. I didn't actually quite realise how many like Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes and just Makeup Revolution makeup in general I had until this video. Like, I would say that Makeup Revolution has to be one of my favourite brands because I have so much stuff by them. I have so many of their eyeshadow palettes. So I have the Iconic Pro, which is supposed to be a dupe of the Lorac Pro. It's just got a row of matte colours and a row of like non-matte shimmery colours. I really want the Neutrals versus Neutrals palette. I then have the original I Heart Chocolate palette. I'm pretty sure this is the first one they came out with, which is a dupe for one of the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. I then have the Mermaids Forever palette. I have no idea how this got so scratched, like what the hell. This is the one exception that I'm not too keen on. The pigmentation on these isn't the greatest unless you like wet them or apply them with your fingers. But I feel like the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow quality is just getting better and better, because the two new ones that I tried recently are the Dead or Alive palette, which is one of the Halloween palettes. This is amazing. I used this recently in a Halloween video. I love it. And then the best palette that they make, in my opinion, is the Ultra Light and Shade palette. This one I'm going to be doing a video on very, very soon. And then I also have the Iconic 3 palette, and this is a dupe of the Naked 3. And to be honest, I'm not too crazy about this just because I'm not really a fan of these colours. They're a little bit like washed out kind of colours. Okay, I'm really sorry if anything looks different. I just had to go and eat my dinner because it was ready and I couldn't just let it go cold, so I just went to eat my dinner quickly and I have now come back. And then I have one of the Awesome Metals like foil eyeshadows in the shade Rose Gold, and I think I'm going to use this today because it's really, really cool. I'm going to use the Chocolate Oil palette because a couple of you guys actually asked me on Twitter if I would use this, and I'm going to use this colour here as my kind of transition colour. And I'm trying out my new Spectrum brushes because I haven't tried them yet. Makeup Revolution and Freedom as a whole do really good eyeshadows. They do really good highlighters, like bronzers, blushes. I also absolutely love the Freedom like eyebrow pomade. They do have a Makeup Revolution one, but I didn't think I'd buy it because I'm pretty sure they're like the same thing. I know that a lot of my makeup looks are often the same or kind of similar-ish colours, but it's mostly because so many different brands do kind of similar colours in their eyeshadow palettes, and I like to test loads of different brands. And yeah, a lot of them have really nice like neutral palettes. I'm going to go for a sort of khaki look, so I'm using this shade next. I'm sorry, the mirror is so dirty. And I'm just going to put this kind of on my outer corners. This is sort of a more like khaki toned brownie colour. I don't know how it's coming across on camera. And then just taking this actual like khaki colour here, which has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm just going to put this on the outer half of my eye and kind of blend it inwards. So I'm going to take the Mermaids Forever palette, which is the one that is my least favourite, and I'm going to use this colour here. Okay, that's coming up pretty nicely with this Spectrum brush. Yes, that is so pretty. I'm having to swirl my brush in there quite a lot, but it is actually coming off really nicely on this flat brush. I'm just going to run a little bit of this along my lower lash line. Then I'm just taking a tiny bit of this dark green colour here, and I'm just going to try and put a little bit of this into my crease. Okay, so I'm just taking the foil eyeshadow and I'm just going to put a bit of this on my inner corners. So hopefully you guys can see that that's like really like intense kind of glitter. I absolutely love this foiled stuff. It's a really weird texture, but if you work with it, it ends up looking really cool. Okay, so I don't actually have a Makeup Revolution eyeliner. I swear I used to own one, but for some reason it has like disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm going to use the Viper mascara with Bite. Okay, that's quite nice. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to build up a few more coats. Okay, so I think after a good few coats, that mascara looks really nice. I mean, again, like, it's not my favourite, but it's only like £3. Makeup Revolution do actually have a range of liquid lipsticks, but for some odd reason, I haven't really tried like any of the normal ones. I've only really tried one which came in like a Christmas set that I got last year. I've then got one of the Lip Amplification lip glosses, which is basically like a creamy, super pigmented lip gloss, but it's not like a super glossy, kind of shiny sticky lip gloss. It's more of like a cream lipstick formula. I then have two of the lip lavas. I'm not really sure why I have a pink one because I don't really wear pink lipstick, but these are a dupe of the Too Faced melted ones. And finally I have the Beyond Vamp lipstick collection, which again I got as part of the Freedom Prize, and this just comes with 3 different vampy lip colours. I actually just want to show you guys what the grey lip amplification looks like. Okay, so apologies to the people that wouldn't wear a grey lipstick, but I kind of want to keep this on because I really, really like it. They do this in other shades. It's basically a kind of cream lipstick formula in a tube. It's not sticky like at all. And then that is a swatch of the Ultra Vamp Matte kind of really, really dark purple shade. That is such a nice colour actually. It reminds me of the MAC Viva Glam Ariana Grande. Okay, so it's actually pretty much a dupe of Viva Glam Ariana Grande. So this is the 3-in-1, sorry, the Makeup Revolution one, and this is the MAC one. These are two different colours. They are literally so similar. I don't think I've ever felt so grungy in my life. So just for the purpose of this video, I'm also going to try on the kind of purpley colour just because I want to see what it looks like with this eye makeup. Okay, so that is what this colour looks like. I would definitely recommend using a lip liner with that because it is such a dark colour, but I just thought I would wing it. It feels really creamy, but it's also matte at the same time. I think Makeup Revolution do amazingly on eyeshadows, highlighters, blushes, like eyebrow products, what else, like lipsticks, contour stuff, like all of that stuff I absolutely love. I'm just not a fan of their like foundations and concealers. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you all found it helpful. If you did, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!